lot has changed since these two met in Super Bowl 34, and off we go between the Rams and Titans. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
First run now for Kyren Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Stafford on first down. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Rams.
Here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to McCool. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. So no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, Williams. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell. from 8 yards out. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd down and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Levis out of the shotgun now. Over the middle, he has a Caldwell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Levis to throw once more. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Working from the gun, here's Levis. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time, a 9-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
On 1st down, Stafford here. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Back to throw, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the 1st half.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, it's Levis. Phillips has it, running the out route. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Levis. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Levis looking to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Third and 4. Again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis to the sideline and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Folk's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, Levis. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. The tight end in motion right. On second down, here's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Levis on third down. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession. Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches, really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. but he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, in-series adjustments, and how do you do that?
Well, what you do is you listen to what everyone else is telling you, what they're seeing, the patterns that are developing, and maybe you just start running extra bodies to take away that particular player. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down at Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Tennessee offense set to go again. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun and give to Spears. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2. Here's Levis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Stafford's throw here, hauled in by Kupp. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Play action, Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Stafford.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, Stafford here. That's going to be caught. doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Marr on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. And the Titans getting set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. First and 10, it's Levis. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, 78 yards. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now, a quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Stafford. That is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They run it again with Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Maher is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Levis to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final try here for Will Levis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.